That's crazy, man, because the power of the playlist, man. Like when you share that playlist, and that's what I've been learning over this whole COVID period is that I never listened to Spotify until March hit. I don't know why. Hey, Spotify, let's go to it or whatnot. And the playlists are pretty cool because you can listen to other folks' idea of music that they listening to. It may be theme specific, you know what I'm saying? Like for this podcast show, I have a playlist. So everyone that comes on the podcast, put their music in a playlist and, you know what I'm saying, share it out there, you know what I'm saying, promote it or whatnot. Dee Dot, you got some music on the playlist and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And which I'm going to add your new music as well. After, you know what I'm saying, this show or whatnot, I'm going to add your new music to that. But that playlist, it just allows you to, you know what I'm saying, get your exposure spread out over, you know what I'm saying, different playlists, if that makes any sense. It's almost kind of like being known in different states, if that makes any sense, D-Dot, right?
Yeah, I mean, those playlists, you even look like, I'll be looking on my Apple Music stats sometimes, and I got like song getting plays from Russia, Belgium, Australia. Crazy. So you just never know, like, how they'll utilize, listen to your music on these platforms and utilize things like Shazam.
Oh man, I forgot all about that. Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, Shazam. Yeah. That's a good one right there, man. All right, man, we're gonna move on to talking about distribution. Now, I got asked this question and I didn't really know how to answer it. Is there a right and wrong distributor? You know what I'm saying? We got CD Baby. I'm going to just name some off the top of my head. CD Baby, TuneCore. You mentioned BeatStars. I signed up for BeatStars, so and I got to take advantage of that. You have DistroKid. You have things out there like Ditto. Pro Tools has one. Crazy. Pro Tools have one. You got a lot of different companies out there that's starting to get into this distribution game and stuff like that. So, D-Dot, tell me, is there a right or wrong distributor out there? Do they not pay out? Do they take much? What's the advantages and disadvantages real quick, man, that you know of so far?
I really wouldn't say there's a right distributor. I'll say, do the best research on what works or what appeals to you mostly. And I say that because I've used, in my time releasing music, I went from using TuneCore, I went to using DistroKid and then BeatStars. Now, all three of those platforms will have some good things about them. For example, TuneCore, they'll actually have publishing with them. Also, they have the publishing administrator, which they actually work on behalf of the companies like BMI and ASCAP, the performance rights organizations. They work in conjunction with them to make sure that you're collecting all the royalties that your music should be getting, whether that's domestically or whether that's internationally. And then aside from that, there's also some other services within TuneCore that I like, as far as they also have, really like the way the publishing works is anything you distribute on that platform gets sent up for publishing. Now, the only drawback to it is I think they charge too much to release a project, $50 for one project every year, as to where like DistroKid is going to be at the bare minimum $20 to release as many projects as you want. And then even if you went to the tier above that, which I believe is $30 or $40,
about that.
That one you're going to get a little bit more in terms of being able to look at your stats and being able to have your label name on it. And then, with BeatStars, I'm still trying to kind of feel out. The thing I like about BeatStars, it's like $3, I think, but on top of that, a lot of the stuff that's contained in the DistroKid Tier 2 plan for $30 or $40, you get in the BeatStars plan. for that price. Meaning I can use my label name, or I can set a release date without having to pay extra to do so.
Yeah.
The only thing is a small thing I have with BeatStars, and that's their interface could be confusing to some people.
Oh, it's horrible.
Distribute. Yeah, it's bad.
It's horrible, man. I went on there just to play with it, and because I'm sitting on some songs as well or whatnot. I just need to trying to get out all my other stuff out and take care of other folks before I do myself. But their interface is weak. I think they could have. I don't know if they just waiting for more people to sign up to, do an overhaul on that. But yeah, that could be very unattractive for a newcomer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's one of the things that, it's a small thing, but it could turn somebody off into going with another company. Mm-hmm. I think there's even some other ones that I didn't mention, like United Masters. I know some people use United Masters to release their projects. There's Song Trader, Bandcamp. Now, Bandcamp, it's not going to be on all the digital platforms. It's going to be directly on Bandcamp. However, you make more profit because it's a direct sale to yourself through your PayPal. Now, the only other thing is, and I feel like in this point in time, there's a conflict between, where's your audience? Is most of your people on the digital platforms? Because if you post something online, and they're on Apple Music and Spotify, they can easily access the music there. But then if you're on Bandcamp, they have to download the Bandcamp app, and then they have to sign up and be able to get your music. So, you may run into a few things like that.
Yeah, man. And last one, man, I skipped over two of them because we kind of already talked about them in the beginning. But this one right here I thought was pretty useful, man. I'm going to get you go or no go. Using your singles in conjunction with an album release. So what that means is kind of like, taking your single and cross-promoting it with another artist or with a DJ mixtape, if DJs are still doing mixtapes. I think some of them are still doing mixtapes or whatnot. Taking your singles and having them in videos and promoting it that way. However you could cross-platform and promote your single with your album release or for your album, that's basically what they're kind of saying. Just kind of like cross-promoting that single. What you think about that, Dee Dot? Would that help or not help?
Like cross-promoting as far as like let's say with another artist.
If y'all both featured on there and y'all gonna put the song on both albums. Cause I done seen that happen, like
yeah.
And it's kind of like who did they had an artist, somebody from Atlanta, man. They did something like that. Rest in peace, MO3, and prayers to Lil Boosie and all of them. But both of those guys kind of did a good job at both of their albums. But it was, that it was a joint album, but it wasn't on both albums. But it could have been that way, That's one of them, and there's a couple of other folks that did that this year. Yeah. That's what I meant kind of by it a little bit.
I think you could go both ways. Now, I think you got to watch it with that kind of stuff because I've done joint projects in the past where I'm busting my tail. I'm promoting it. I'm trying to promote. But then the person that's on the opposite side of the spectrum, they don't promote it as hard as you're promoting it. Yeah. And if that's going to be the case, it's going to fail every time. And I just, if it's somebody that is as passionate and has as much drive as you to promote a project, then I think it will be something that's successful to both artists. Because like we did a joint project, a lot of people that I don't know. I know a lot of people you don't know.
Yeah. And,
we pick up each other's fans from that point on. That's going to be how you can continue to grow. So, I think cross-platform promotion is good, but just depends on who you're cross-promoting with.
Exactly, man. And last but not least, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight, man. D Dot, man, I appreciate you, man, coming on, kicking it with me, and talking about this this topic. Project, this topic on promoting your singles for all you artists out there. Look, let me say something. If you're sitting down and you're lacking and you're sitting on music like myself, go ahead and put it out because it's out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a producer. I'm not really 100% artist. But, you know what I'm saying, I have other music that's being, tallied on the streaming side. So it's kind of like different for me. But if you're a truly 100% artist, go ahead and put that music out there, man, because who knows what the future holds. We get back to normal and then you lose out all of that free time. You back working 12 hours, 10 hours, and you really just don't have that time to take care of what you need to take care of. So I highly, highly encourage each and every artist to do your thing, put your music out there, and hop on podcasts. There's tons of vlogcasts, podcasts, YouTube shows out there. Hop on that and get yourself out there and known and stuff like that, man, because that's another segue into getting your exposure out there, artists, man. Get out there and get on somebody's podcast because guess what? Some podcasts, they shouldn't be charging. I'm going to just throw that little nugget out there. They shouldn't be charging you, you know what I'm saying? But some podcasts, they do have a big following. They may have a small following, but no matter what, you're getting out there and somebody's going to watch that content and they're going to like what you got out there, man. So that's it for tonight's topic, man. D Dot, again, thank you, man. Hey, man, I'm going to give you the floor. Go ahead and put out all of your information, all of your music, everything, man. Go on ahead and promote, man. You got the floor. You got it.
Man, first and foremost, definitely appreciate, linking back up with you, man. Anytime, reach out to me, and definitely, man. You can follow me on Instagram at D._major music. And let me know you from this, and I'll hit you with the follow back. And also on Twitter at D.mme. On all streaming platforms, you can look for my music. Just look me up under D. Just like I spelled it out a couple of minutes ago, and have the recent album Dreaming, which is a lo-fi instrumental album, dropped it on Halloween, and then I have a new one dropping in a couple of weeks, which is the Quarantine Files. I actually had that one recorded earlier this year for the most part, but a lot of the stuff that happened this year kind of messed my head up, so I kind of went back to the drawing board with some of it. And I remade some of the songs, and now I'm deciding to release it finally. And if you, again, check me out on YouTube as well, you can look at my YouTube at D.Major Music. Like to drop things a lot like we talked about. In fact, I dropped a video on music distribution on there. And then other production topics, similar to, all the content you listen to with Big Rich and, Supa Mario, excuse me. Definitely appreciate all of your support. And, as I said before, anytime you need me on here, man, reach out.
Oh, definitely, man. Hey, look, this ain't gonna be the first time the second time you're gonna be on here, because I'm gonna definitely bring you back and talk about some other topics as well. And so salute you, being one of the pioneers out there pushing the iPad beat making movement, man.
Oh, man, yeah, appreciate it, man. I'm actually working right now on a kind of a video about, iOS apps, top 5 apps. So definitely look out for that soon.
All right, cool deal, man. Well, y'all definitely go follow. And I know you got 2 Instagram handles. Which one is the main one? That way we can make sure that our listeners and followers follow you on the right one. And I don't want to mess it up.
The D._major music.
Okay.
That'll be the main account.
Okay, all right. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him on his Instagram, D._major music. Follow him on there. He got some good content that he gives you guys. And, that's my dude, man. Feel free to also hit him up. Features, anything like that. Hey, man, that's the dude right there, man. Hey, this has been your boy, Supa Mario, D. Dot on the Beat Podcast. I hope the information helps you out to, get you making some money. You know what I'm saying? It's basically streaming is like free money right now, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to accumulate for some years. Unless the government goes and change everything around or whatnot. But we're definitely gonna get up out of here. D Dot, man, again, I appreciate you. And this has been the On the Beat podcast. This is going Super Mario, man. We out. Peace.